Runecairn, Wardensaga, is a TTRPG made by Odin's Beard RPG where the Ragnarok has happened, the 9 realms have gone straight to hell, and you are one of the poor souls still stuck on living in the aftermath. Good luck. Basically, Runecairn is a Dark Soul-like TTRPG, that's better than the actual official Dark Soul TTRPG, when Japan already has an official Dark Soul TTRPG that's good and playable compared to that one. It's like, if you are gonna make garbage, you might as well do something nobody else did first to prove something. The main reason why I decided to review Runecairn is because it's designed to be played by 2 people, the game master, or warden in this case, and the player. Yes, it's a solo adventure TTRPG in a way. Runecairn, by the way, is based on Cairn by Yake Gal, another 2-player adventure TTRPG, that's also based on Knave by Ben Milton and Into the Odd by Chris McDowell, but anyway, let's talk about how you play Runecairn. To start it off, you have a couple important stats for your character, like ability scores, in which higher is better because you want to roll under them, and 2 stats that determine your survivability, vigor, and vitality. These 2 stats add together to become resilience, which is basically health point with a fancier name, but you might be wondering, why split the 2 stats if you gonna add them together anyway? Well, vitality is just something very normal, but vigor on the other hand, ties in with the Dark Soul bits, specifically, the dying bits. Every time you perish, you can get back up if you have vigor, but you lose 1 point of vigor on death, and when it reaches 0, you are no longer yourself, but you can get more vigor by communing a full day with a skald, or burning a sacrificial bundle at a bonfire. Yes, bonfire, it's a Dark Soul-like TTRPG after all. Also, when you lose all resilience, you start taking the damage to your ability score, specifically, your strength, so you can still hang on for a bit, but for each hit you took this way, you have to roll a save against your strength, fail, and you perish. This applies to enemies and NPC too, so if they have huge amount of strength, you gonna need to properly rip their huge guts out. There's an extra reason why you don't want your resilience to fall to 0 too, because it could bring a bad omen. Luckily, there's a few ways to recover resilience, like drinking mead made of everlasting apples that you only have a limited sips of that refill upon resting at a bonfire. However, this only restores your resilience, not your ability score, so you want to avoid really big hits. The mead also clears up fatigue, which you get when you use special skills with your weapons or spells. Fatigue in Runecairn works interestingly. When you get fatigue, it actually takes up your inventory slot, which you only have 10 of. Nothing happens until you filled up your inventory, which because you are carrying so much shit or get really tired, you now have 0 resilience and any hit will likely spell your doom. So basically, take care of your fatigue, and don't carry too much loot, though some items don't actually take up inventory slots, those you can carry as much as you want. Alright, that's enough mechanic. What about classes? When you make your character, you can choose from 4 classes: Warrior, very tough and good at caving heads in; Skald, can shoot lightning or just stab someone; Scout, very fast and has a bow; and Seer, just all the freaking magic. With Wardensaga, you also get Berserker, who decided that the best defense is kill everyone, and Pyre, which is just Skald but all the fire. One important thing to note, you aren't actually locked into a single class once you have picked one. Each class has a key item, an item that defines them. Don't like your current class or the obstacles you are facing need something else, just switch when you can. However, you can only have one of the key items, but for everything else, you can just pick them up and use them, from armor, to weapons, to items, even the special skills they provide without any hassle, allowing your adventurers to utilize practically whatever they could find on field. Spells, however, are more exclusive. Skald, Seer, and Pyre can only use their own class exclusive spells with their key items. Each spell also takes up an inventory slot from taking up spaces in your adventurer's mind, and cause fatigue if you use them, so you can't just wizard duel your way out of every single problem. However, they are really powerful when used right, so be strategic about your limited uses. But there's also rare one-use scrolls that don't take up any inventory slots for anyone to use spells with ease, along with magical relics and rings that could further benefit you. Also, when you complete objectives or defeat powerful enemies in Runecairn, you get Soul, like Dark Soul, again, which you can use to increase your ability score, or purchase some items with. It would be a good idea for you to spend all of your soul before going on another journey, because if you die, you drop it when you respawn, and if you die again before getting them back, they are gone forever. So, to sum up basically everything I just said, There's a lot of ways for the player to change up their character however they like to approach things differently and have fun with it, which considering how lethal the game could be, I highly suggested that you should just bail at the first sign of real trouble and come back with a better solution. Just run away, no problem. Vigor isn't exactly easy to come by anyway. And since this TTRPG is designed for 2 players to play, both of you can fully adjust how this campaign would go. It could be a fully gritty journey, or something both of you could just laugh at. If you are kinda lonely however, you are still in luck. Runecairn, Wardensaga, also comes with a delve generator to generate dungeons with dices for you to explore in, so you can totally perform a solo adventure with it completely, and if you need some cryptic hints on things to advance your story in interesting ways, you can consult an oracle with dices and figure things out from the answers you get, especially if it's complete nonsense. If you feel that having only you alone smacking skeletons up is a tad boring, you can have jolly cooperation with an extra someone in Wardensaga too. All you need is an effigy stone and some vigor to summon them, and if you want an extra hard challenge, you could get attacked by a black fetch, basically a fully equipped player for a PvP battle, and hopefully earning soul and not death in the process. Wardensaga also comes with Beneath the Broken Sword, an introductory adventure that would be very good for most beginners to start their sagas off with. What I'm trying to say is, if you gonna buy this book, just get Runecairn, Wardensaga. And that's all on Runecairn, Wardensaga. It just sounds like I'm repeating the same word over and over again right now. You can get Runecairn, Wardensaga on itch.io and Drive-Thru RPG. You can also get both soft and hard cover of it on Eternal Funeral too. This has been a very interesting TTRPG. It certainly got that Dark Soul feels down with how pinched a battle could get, and it's very easy for the player to die when they get really unlucky or make a big mistake. Luckily, death is not the end, and with enough patience, luck, and courage, you might just get immortalized through the sagas that will be told for generations to come. Hello there, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell button. If you really want to support my channel, you could visit my Patreon page, or buy me some coffee, links in the description. Anyway, have a nice day.